Okay, the tape is rolling.
Pamela.
Excuse me, ma'am?
She said Pamela. Maybe she prefers not being called Mrs. Voorhees.
Mrs. Voorhees, I'm Police Chief Tom Kelly. Detective Madry and I want to ask you a few questions, if that's all right.
Pamela? We're very sorry about the loss of your son. And we appreciate you.
His name was Jason.
Yes, ma'am. Jason. I understand he was 12 years old and he was not capable of normal. The report says his mind was...
There is nothing wrong with my son. Jason is a wonderful boy. He just needs to be watched over. I always have done that. I've always protected him. Always. My Jason is very special.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sure he was. I understand you are the cook at Camp Crystal Lake and...
I was promised that these counselors were responsible. That's why I took the job. These Christian teenagers would help look after my son while I worked. That's why I took this job. I was lied to.
Mrs. Voorhees, I'm sure these kids were just...
Fucking. That's what they were doing. That's what all of them were doing.
No, ma'am. The counselors were...
Were you there? No, you were not.
Mrs. Voorhees, please.
I was there, doing my job, washing the dishes of these selfish, irresponsible...
Ma'am, you need to...
You don't understand. I heard him. I heard my Jason calling for me from the lake. He was calling for his mother. Mommy, help, Mommy. Help me, Mommy.
Ma'am?
But it couldn't have been him, I kept thinking. It had to be just me imagining, you know? When you hear a voice sometimes in your head.
Captain, I'm going to get Mrs. Voorhees some water. Why don't we take a few minutes to...
So I didn't go to my baby, because I thought he was safe. I thought he was sleeping cozy in our cabin. But none of them were doing what they promised me. Jason was left all alone. They were not protecting him. They didn't care. He was 10 years old yesterday. Did you know that? Did any of you know it was his birthday?
Okay, Mrs. Voorhees. That's all we need for the moment.
Has anyone found him yet? My Jason? Oh, God, my baby must be so cold.
So you were married before, ma'am?
No, this man did not marry me. We met. It doesn't matter where we met. He held me down by my throat. He forced himself into me. He made me stare into his eyes as he...
Raped you, ma'am?
I tried to stop him.
But he was too strong.
It was his eyes. His eyes were... He had so much hatred. I couldn't stop him. He'd kill me.
Did you report this?
Pamela, did you ever report him?
What was done was done. It didn't matter anymore. Nothing mattered. I just needed to take care of my son. My dear Jason.
Sir, we have a report there's a major storm coming in. We have to call off the search. We're having the men get off the lake and resume tomorrow.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? My son is out there. You have to find him.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's not safe being on the lake if there's a lightning strike.
You fucking bastards, go find my little boy now!
Sit down, Mrs. Voorhees.
No, God damn you!
Mrs. Voorhees, you need to calm down.
Are you heartless? He's my child. He's down in that lake. Find him! Let go of me. Let go, you fucking animals! You'll pay for this. I swear to God, you will pay for this. You fuck! I want you all to know something. You're going to be punished for what you have done. My child is laying at the bottom of that lake. He's all alone, freezing. And you do Nothing. God damn you! I hope you all burn in hell!
It's dark out, Pamela. You could get hurt.
You're the ones who will get hurt. All of you. This camp now has a death curse. Don't ever forget that.
Chief, should I...
Let her go. Poor bitch is off her rocker. Can't believe a goddamn thing she says. We're done here.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, Lauren. Here, I wanted to show you my newest mask.
Oh, wow. She's beautiful. Interesting ears. Does she have a name?
That's Arwen. She's the elf princess from a book I'm reading.
Ah, Lord of the Rings.
Whoa. You know something? You're pretty rad for an older lady.
I'm going to choose to take that as a compliment, young man. So, with Trish leaving for college this fall, she and I have been speaking about the next steps for your treatment.
I'm sick of treatment. Aren't I done yet?
Tommy, it's only been a year since everything happened. We have a long way to go. And with how things have been lately, we actually need to step your therapy up a few notches.
Just 'cause of one stupid fight?
11 fights, Tommy. But I have wonderful news. I've spoken to my associates at that special hospital I told you about, and they've accepted you. They have an incredible staff that's perfect for this next, more aggressive phase of your treatment. Plus, you'll get to be with other kids like you.
You mean crazy?
You're not crazy, Tommy. You've just been through a major trauma. But now you'll be around other kids who have had similar experiences. It's an exceptional program, the best there is in the country.
Really?
Really. You're going to thrive there, I know it. Trish and I are going to bring you there tomorrow.
Can Gordon come with me?
It's a hospital, Tommy. You know the rules about pets.
Oh, man. Can I bring my masks?
Absolutely. Now, start packing, mister. Patient responded positively to being institutionalized, prescribing Thorazine for the first 2 weeks of acclimation just as a precaution. Dr. Neil Gordon will take over as Jarvis's primary physician once admitted at Weston Psychiatric Hospital in Springwood. Tell me about the Unger Institute, Tommy. You've been back there almost 2 months now.
It's the same as it ever was.
Are you sharing in group session yet, or still keeping to yourself?
I've made one friend, I guess.
Tell me about your friend.
Alan? There's not much to say. He's nice. He believes me.
Believes you how?
He believes me that Jason Voorhees is real.
Tommy, now that you and I have had time to analyze what happened at Pinehurst, can you see any more clearly that Jason Voorhees was merely a persona that a psychotic person used to carry out their homicidal fantasies?
All of these years. And you don't believe me either, Lauren. You never believed me, did you?
It's not about whether or not I believe you. Whether it was a crazy person in a mask, or if the actual Jason Voorhees had really come back from the dead and attacked you when you were 12 years old. He's dead now. No one is going to hurt you or anyone else.
Detective Rico said that the body of the man who attacked me was cremated. Is that true?
I honestly have no way of knowing that, Tommy. But yes, I would assume that it is true.
Well, I suppose there's really only one way to know for sure, huh?
And how is that?
Alan says he knows where Jason is buried. Where they buried his ashes.
Tommy, you're regressing.
Actually, I'm not. All of these years suffering over this, when the answer was right in front of me. I know what I have to do now.